What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video on the channel, and in this one we're going to be talking about the Chicago Bears tight end Colston Loveland, why this was a scary good draft pick from the Chicago Bears, and why the combination of Ben Johnson and Colston Loveland could be scary for the rest of the league. We're going to be going over that, plus why Colston Loveland could be a Travis Kelce and George Kittle type of tight end. So we're going to go ahead and get right into it here. But first, before we do, if you guys do go ahead to enjoy the video, make sure to drop a like, also comment down below, and subscribe for more on this channel for more sports content. I would appreciate it. But let's go ahead and get right into it here. And the Chicago Bears drafted Colston Loveland with their 10th overall pick, and it surprised some people, especially when many thought that Penn State tight end Tyler Warren would be the top tight end in the draft and be taken before any other tight end. But Colston Loveland was the first tight end taken, and it was a great pick for the Chicago Bears, especially with now new head coach Ben Johnson. He is going to have a field day with this new tight end. I can guarantee you that. This is a 6'6", 250-pound tight end from Michigan. In his college career, he appeared in 39 games with 117 receptions, 1,466 yards, and 11 touchdowns. He was one of the best to do it at the tight end position at Michigan. And it's not a surprise the Chicago Bears wanted to draft him at number 10. He is a very versatile tight end, and I'm telling you right now, Colston Loveland is going to be the next star tight end. When it comes to fantasy, he's going to be the next fantasy tight end star. I can guarantee you that. With his pass catching ability, he is an elite pass catcher and route runner, and he put it on display throughout his whole career at Michigan, including this past season. Even with Michigan having one of the worst quarterback rooms, you could argue, in college football, he still had 56 receptions, 582 yards, and 5 touchdowns, and was a frequent, reliable target for the Wolverines this past season. He also was the leading receiver for Michigan this past season, and when you pair him with now Caleb Williams, I tell you what, Caleb Williams is going to fall in love with this target, and the Bears are doing a great job surrounding him with reliable targets, and Colston Loveland is just another one. Now, Colston Loveland, he came right into Michigan as a freshman and produced. He had 16 receptions, 235 yards, and 2 touchdowns his freshman season, and obviously was a part of that national championship squad with 45 receptions, 649 yards, and 4 touchdowns with J.J. McCarthy in at quarterback. And, while he was at Michigan, a lot of people compared him to Travis Kelce and, especially Michigan people, but there was a former Bears tight end and future Hall of Famer that came out and compared Colston Loveland to Travis Kelce or George Kittle type of tight end, and that was Greg Olsen on a recent podcast with NFL wide receiver Steve Smith Sr. Olsen said that, "I think Loveland is the modern day tight end. There's 2 types of NFL tight ends. There's guys you have to scheme open. There's guys that can get themselves open. There's not a lot of guys that can get themselves open. Loveland is that guy. He can win one-on-one," and he said that those are the Kelces and the Kittles and the real special guys, and I think Loveland is that guy. And it's not crazy to make that comparison when you watch his film and see what he does. I mean, this is just a matchup nightmare for defenses and especially cornerbacks. Time after time at Michigan, he was able to separate himself. He is a very good route runner and catches almost everything that is thrown to him. So the Chicago Bears are going to love this pick, and more in particular, Caleb Williams and Ben Johnson is going to love this pick. And this was a pick, as I was watching the NFL draft, this one really stood out to me, and I was just thinking, with the Bears now having Ben Johnson and now picking Colston Loveland, I mean, that is a scary combination for the rest of the NFL, especially when you pair it with what they already have offensively. And, Colston Loveland is also a good blocker as well. He was a good blocker at Michigan. Loveland, speaking to the media, he did say that, "I think I can do it all." He said, "Obviously, got a lot of room for improvement in all parts of my game. I guess you can take it however you want to take it when people say it's a receiver in a tight end's body. I think my route running separation is very good, but needs improvement for sure. And I think in the run game, just consistency. There's good stuff on tape, but we're at the higher level now, so things are turned up a notch. So I got to continue to work on my craft, get better, lean on the vets around me to get better. So he knows that there's still work to do, but you best believe he is determined to be one of the next best tight ends to play at the NFL level. Now, the Bears also have Cole Kmet still, though. He is expected to handle most of the short game and inline blocking work, but having both of them, again, is going to be very scary with Ben Johnson, his offense, and is going to make it really difficult for defensive coordinators to game plan. So, the Bears do have to put it all together, though. They got the pieces, but now they just got to prove that, all of them fit together and make it all work. But they have put together, what should be a great passing offense. They still got a young quarterback out of Caleb Williams, but in games last season he's already shown the ability to make plays, especially when he was under pressure. He was under pressure a lot last season as a rookie. But Colston Loveland going to be a very nice addition for the Chicago Bears, I can guarantee you that, and a tight end for all of my fantasy football users out there. This is a tight end you might want to consider drafting. But with that, that's going to wrap up this video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure to go ahead, drop a like, comment down below, and subscribe for more on this channel. I would greatly appreciate it. And with that, hope you guys all have a great rest of your day, and we will see you guys in the next video.